Okay, let's take a look at the roleplay system for avatars in this case. You can find it in your phone, Cyberluna, RPG, and then you see this prefab, and you just drag it on your avatar. And then to make it fit you, you just need to position the role array above your hand and the nameplate array above your hand. So super easy. And you're done. Then let's go into play mode already and explain the stuff in the meanwhile. And so at the bottom you have your different dice, your D4, D6, 8, 10, 12 and 20. In the middle row you have your roll results, and you can also see which dice you rolled in the corner. And then in the top row you have your core D&D stats, your strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom and charisma. And then we also have your health, your armor class, your inventory space, your gold and your experience tracked here. If you want to play games like Shadowdunk or whatever you want to play, you can of course change the icons and just say like it tracks something else. It's super easy. Then let's enable those. And like I said, it's super easy to change the icons, the border on it, whatever you want. Let's just look at it, I guess. Yeah. I've also included tools to create your own atlases or for numbers. So the shader doesn't construct the numbers. We're just using an atlas, which is super cheap. Okay, so as I said, all of this is network synced and touch controlled with your right index finger that you can see here. And as soon as you touch one of these, it shows you an indicator. And it also shows which dice in this case you have selected in the middle row. And also on your nameplate, so other people can see what you're doing. Then let's perform a roll. Let's just roll the d20. So you can see we have 6 results, and that are also shown in our nameplate. And we can of course... let's do another roll. We can of course change the settings, and so that we only show 2 of these, because for some roleplays you only need 2 or all 6. And as you can see in the sample border, so it's super easy to see at all times. Then let's go back and look at this again, because we want to set our stats of course. And you have 2 ways to do this. Either you use the plus and minus button, or you quickly set them via the radials in your menu. These are saved of course, so you only need to do it once. And then, as you can see, for Shadowdunk, the system is using 1 to 20 as that. And this gets translated into a modifier. And so your modifier can go from -4 up to 4. And it shows your actual value, let's call it, in the corner, and then your modifier, which is the important thing, in the middle. So if we would have rolled these 2 dice, for example, and we have advantage, so we take the bigger number, we then add or subtract, in this case, our modifier. So 13 minus 3 equals 10. And as I said, you can change these via the buttons. So you just need to put your finger into first whatever you want to change, and then either on the plus or the minus button. And it increases or decreases. Super easy and super convenient. And so you don't need to always mess with your radians when you're roleplaying. You just go into your menu and you touch the stuff. Yeah, the same goes for your gold and inventory and experience, of course. So you can just touch and then manipulate the value. Super easy. Yeah. Then you also have some adjustments, of course. Like you can change the hue of your nameplate. If you want to show like status effects or like just be on a different team or something like that. That's super easy. You also have an emission slider, of course. And you can control the visibility of the whole thing via shader. And so it fades based on distance. Super easy. Then you probably want to customize those. Super easy too. You just put whatever symbols and border art you want into the shadow. And then if you want to customize the numbers, because your roleplay uses different stuff, I've included a whole lot of tools for you. You can find these in Cyberlunar RPG tools. And with these you can super easily create new atlases that you can then put into the shader, and you can have any font that you can find on the internet on here. So it doesn't need to be a gothy font like this. And you have these for all of the shader and nameplate needs that you might have. For example, for the name, you can super easily generate a texture, like any style you want. Super easy. Yeah. Other stuff. Oh yeah, you also have a menu icon creator tool if you want. And so you can use any background and then any icon, and you get your cool cyber style menu icon if you so desire. Yeah. You can also randomize all of the material values for the scrolling noise super easily. Just click the button, set whatever offset you want, click the button again. Yeah, and as I said, you can like customize anything like that is in here. I've also included the tools to create your own. Same with like the shader for the nameplate art thingy. You can customize them super easily. You don't have to use Photoshop. Yeah, all touch-based, all network synced. VSC Fury install. Customize them to whatever you want. Oh yeah, you can also toggle it, of course, by doing a gesture. If you go to your radial menu and then you enable gesture toggle, you can toggle it by doing a fist. It's super easy. And so you don't need to have it on at all times. And this concludes the avatar-based roleplay system. Have a lot of fun.